Barbara, you have been to previous pauses. Can you tell me about some of the ones you've been to before?
Well, the most recent one I had gone to before this was in New Orleans, 2018.
Hmm.
And then the one before that, and the only one other before that, was, I believe, the second pause in history. Not the very first, but the second one, which was at the Ace Hotel in New York. And I was so excited that there was a FileMaker event happening that I could go to. That was close. So that was a trip. I still remember. I still have memories of that. Clear memories of that.
All right, so you were at Paws this year. What was your experience this year, and how was it maybe different than past years?
So my expectations were a little off, even though there was plenty of information about what it would be. But the previous pauses had been way more technical sessions, like mini engages. And so it took me a while to make a transition. This pause was much more about, to me, the people. There's plenty of opportunity for technical content, and I went to some wonderful presentations. I had to really consciously say to myself, this is more about getting to know people in the community and sharing learning experiences with people in the community and challenges they're facing, and really having some deep conversations rather than just, quick hellos in the hallways. And I needed another day to sort of, like I said that to you, to try to chill out and realize this is the mode I need to be in. So it was a very different experience, and equally as valuable as a full-on technical session type of a thing would have been. But it took me a while to get there.
Yeah, I could get that.
Not feel guilty. Like, shouldn't I be doing API integrations?
Right, right. There's a guilt that comes with it. Totally.
Right.
Are there any sessions or conversations or people that you met that stood out to you?
Well, Heather McHugh did a wonderful session on UX, which I think is available on YouTube. Very extremely well prepared and very spot on for my needs, because it's always a challenge to me, good UX, although I have you, thank God. And but as far as talking to people, my collective experience would be, I met other women who have been doing this as long as I have, and it's almost 30 years. And I feel like we've led these parallel lives, and it was a real trip to meet them. Because yes, we've had all these other experiences in our life, but we share this core thing, FileMaker, that has been an important part of our life. It has allowed us flexibility in our lives. And so that was wonderful, meeting these doppelgangers, I suppose, that are out there, and had some really wonderful conversations with them.
Good. Now, there were a lot of Proof Geist people there, so did you get to meet some coworkers you've never met before?
And of course, the Proof Geist group, that we have a close group here. As you know, they make a lot of effort to, even though we're remote, to make us feel like we're in the same room with all the different tools that they throw at us to do that. But there's nothing like being in person with your cohorts and sharing dinners with them and lunches. So that was when big hugs. That was really wonderful. Yeah, can't wait to do that again and meet everyone else who wasn't able to make it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll forget hugging you. So we've worked together for over a year, and we hadn't met, right? It was crazy.
I know. That was yeah. As you said, it happened, and it paid off. It was almost worth the wait, right?
Yeah, totally. What did you think about, kind of the start of the day and the end of the day? The start was these, big group sessions, and then the end of the day was very casual. What did you think of those?
I think it's a good setup. I think it's a good setup to gather everyone together in the morning, which is actually kind of the post-breakfast gathering. I really love the brisk walk in the morning. Woke me up, got my head, so I was like, I'm going to do this when I get home. Did I know? But that was nice. And then break out into the small sessions. There's more to do. Like, I look at the photos, I said, oh, I didn't go there. I didn't see that. So next year, if I can. No, it was good. It was good. Like I said, I love structure. So not having a structure and making your own structure, being responsible for your own structure, was a bit of a challenge for me. But I got there. I needed one more day to be totally on board.
There you go. Yeah, I get it. It's definitely different than what we do most days, for sure. How do you think? Oh, what did you think of the venue itself? Did you like the way that? Did you like the place we were at?
I thought it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And it was immaculate. So when they talk about cabins, this was, high level cabins, you're not, I almost pictured concrete cinder block type of a situation. I have been state camping. With cobwebs everywhere in the showers, and it wasn't anything like that. The cabin rooms were practically hotel rooms. So it was very, very comfortable, very clean, and beautiful situated. I mean, the lake with the chairs by the lake, and I'm very affected by my environment, and it did more to chill me out than I actually probably realized. It takes a lot to chill me out. And it really got me there quickly. So I think that environment helped tremendously.
Good.
Such contrast to the cramming on the floor in the Ace Hotel is an amazing difference.
Yeah.
Totally different vibe than that. Yeah, it was pretty, very pretty. The people there were very, very friendly and helpful.
Good. Good. They were. They totally were.
Yeah.
On the last day, I quoted you. Where did I put it?
Uh-oh.
Because I loved what you said. Oh,
I understand, Martha. I've kept in the shadows my whole career.
I know. So at the last session, right when we were closing up and saying thank you to everyone and talking about how special of an event it is, right before that, you said to me, and completely, I don't think you actually said it to me. You said it around me. You said Zoom is not going to replace this type of experience. That's for sure. What made you feel that way, or why did you say that?
The first word that comes to my mind is warmth. There's a warmth about being in person with people. Just a shared, oh, look at that over there, or feeling the same temperature and air, and making fun of the sausages that were served. It just, so yeah, you can't really replace that with Zoom. Zoom. When you're on a Zoom, you're in a Zoom, you're on a stage, in a way. Yes, you're doing your best to be focused and present your best self, and there's just a sense of relaxation and warmth that you get in person. You don't feel that pressure. You just be you.
Yeah.
So that's why and again, just the opportunity to ramble on and sit in a rocking chair next to someone and have quiet time together is valuable. So yeah, you can't replace in person.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so we announced that we're going to do Paws at the same location next year, and we're very excited about it. What advice do you have for new Paws attendees?
Well, I would say, if it's anything like it was last year, prepare yourself for more of people experience than tech experience. But if you have a specific tech topic you are interested, then make a session for it. Even if you don't know it, you'll just gather the people who want to talk about that too together. So it will happen. You don't have to be you could be the leader in ignorance if you want. I don't need to know how to do this. And I saw some of that happen. And so the expectation would be, if you have technical needs, bring them. They will be answered. But also get ready for the people component, the community component, the sharing component, because that is an equally valid part. I know so many people from their names, their avatars. I've been on community, I've been in some Slack groups. That was just so great to meet the people behind the names. Mm-hmm. And I'll be answering their questions when I see their name pop up. I know that person now,
Yeah.
So I'll feel compelled to engage with them on those forums now, more than I had in the past, possibly.
That's
So there's a
awesome.
connection that's made, and a commitment in a way to that relationship.
Very cool. All right, Barbara, anything else you want to say about Paws?
Try so many years I didn't go to these things. I didn't see the value. I felt I'll lose billable time, and I couldn't afford it. Couldn't justify it, and that was a mistake. I've said that so many times when I go to these things. I'm like, what a mistake I made. I went to one Engage and two pauses previously in a 30-year career. That was a mistake. So if you are having those thoughts, perhaps rethink them, because the connections you make at these things are really invaluable.
Yeah.
And it is a group that is looking to grow. So it's not a clique. You won't be an outsider. You will be welcomed and incorporated into the group more quickly than you might expect.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's true. That's how we feel for sure. We're always trying to grow the community and include people and let people be who they are. That's really what it comes down to. So we just have a common thread and we want to grow our space as much as we can.
I think if you have any anxiety about the state of the platform right now, it will be somewhat relieved by knowing it's a shared anxiety, and a lot of people in the same role that you are asking the same questions. So that's a comfort. It's a comfort you'll get.
That's great. Awesome. Well, thank you, Barbara. It was so good to hug you and see you at Paws, and hopefully we'll see you at the one next year.
Yes. Thanks, Martha.
Thanks, Barbara.
Bye-bye.